All right, this is the start of my truck modification series for YouTube videos. I had already done some videos on the Tickety Talk, so if you want to see how I painted that, you can see that on TikTok or Instagram. But right now, I just wanted to get some stuff done for YouTube so that we can take a look at the transformation in a fuller screen orientation. So what did I do previously? Took off the engine lid here, the fuse lid, and the battery lid, and did a little hydro dip pattern and added it to say Nightmare 2.5 liter. Why I went with the word Nightmare was because this is the night edition of the Santa Cruz. And I felt like when you have a cool name like Night Edition, they need to do more of a trim effect. And they didn't really do all that much trim stuff. So I want to catalog some of the stuff I'm going to be doing it to make this a proper Night Edition, a la calling it my Nightmare Edition. So that's what I already did, puppy. And now I'm going to be adding some completely aesthetic rails here. They do make a more expensive rail set that goes and actually is like more load bearing. This is only a $300 rail, so it's mostly just aesthetic. And what you do for that is you pop out these, and then I don't really know yet because I don't have it in my possession yet, but you pop these out, and these can be like, I mean, these are really easy to pop off. You can use like an X-Acto knife, a box knife, or like a Dremel with like a cutting wheel. But yeah, let's just move right into putting these rails on. Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you see me in the reflection? Cool stuff, cool stuff. Anyway, I use this guy. We're going to remove this, and the two over there. That's step uno. Anyway, so you just want to go slow. And, I mean, yeah, this will go through. And there's definitely faster ways to do it. This is just how I'm doing it. So, egg on my face. All right, so opening up the box for my Putco. The very best. They make truck parts for things. I don't know if they're the very best or not because this is my first time ever buying a truck thing. But we got the packaging here. There's a QR code for instructions, so we'll be checking those out, and continue on with the install. All right, so the QR code takes me to like it wants me to like sign into a share drive thing on my phone. Not sure if that's intended, but okay, so I don't have any instructions. I'm a little bit annoyed at the current juncture in time. Okay, I did find a video from realtruck.com on YouTube. I hate this. Like, do a QR code that goes to a YouTube video. Put up YouTube videos on your own company for how to put stuff together. It's so obnoxious having to go to somebody else's. I did figure out how they're going to go. Unfortunately, they are Allen heads, and I don't have Allen head sockets or any Allen head keys, and it doesn't come with an Allen key. So, oh, actually, I do have some Allen drivers, but regardless, super fucking annoying. Put in big letters in descriptions will require you to get some Allen key shit. I don't know. It's just me. I can't stand Allen keys. All right, so, oh, look at that, my hand's in the way. So, lost one of those plastic washers. Almost positive that 4 came in the box, so I don't think it's on them this time. And I'm about to have a mental breakdown. Some other shit happened while I was filming this, and let me just tell you guys, every day I wake up is one of God's cruel jokes. I went back and I rewatched footage from when I had the parts out, and I had the washers on top of the sheet of paper with the instructions that aren't really instructions, and in that you can see that I am missing a washer. So I'm guessing that I only got 3 washers in the packaging. Sweet. Well, so how it's supposed to go is the plastic washer goes on here, this goes through here, this goes like this. It should cover up your hole. Cover up your hole. Put that on, then you put these blocks, and then you put this on. And then somehow, some way, I don't really understand what kind of magic it is at play here, but allegedly you can then put this into the hole here and it will stay snug as a bug in a rug, I guess. I don't really understand how that's going to work, but I am not a well-learned man, so yeah, no washer in that. I may come back later. I have some washers where I work, and I can add a stainless steel washer in there. The rest are plastic, but I don't think that should be a problem. To me, seems to be longer than these spots are. And so the video I watched online, they put this on first, or they put these on first, right? And boy howdy do they not really enjoy going on. And then, yeah, I'm having a dickens of a time getting that to work. Fucking Christ, I hate my life. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So it's about a week since that last little shot there, and I want to explain. So right after I couldn't get that pipe to go in, I had a little bit of a mental breakdown, if you will. I was at my old house, where I haven't talked about it much on YouTube. I actually don't think I talked about it at all, but on TikTok I talked about it. Where so my girlfriend left me, and so I was at the old house that we had just purchased a year ago. She took off to Seattle, so I was cleaning it, trying to get everything ready for sale. A guy reached out wanting to buy one of my motorcycles, so I was in the process of working with him to sell the motorcycle, and he just was being he wanted to keep my license plate. He didn't understand that I had to take that off. Started arguing with me after he had already signed after I had already signed the title over to him, and it just, I'm nearly positive he had been drinking since like 10 a.m. But the whole process, I'm not going to get into every single thing that went wrong with that sale, but it ended up taking over a day. I did sell the bike, but while that was going on, I had some free time after cleaning and packing some stuff up at the other house. That's when I started doing this Putco rail setup. And what you're seeing in that last clip there was me discovering that the overall pipe length was 19 inches, which was longer than the bracket distance. So I was almost positive that at that point there was fucking nothing I could do to make those work. So I reached out to Putco on the 2 days later, and it turned out I did not buy them from Putco. Putco did not have an Amazon store. It was a third-party seller who basically takes return stuff and repackages and tries to, at least that's what one of the reps at Putco told me. But he did confirm that pipe is supposed to be 18.5 inches. So after fighting with the Amazon over returning, I ended up just deciding that I was going to cut the pipes myself and try to make it work. Let me show you what I got going on. So this is one of the cut ones, and I ordered these washers from online on Amazon. I'm hoping that I nailed it with the M6 one, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure, and we'll just finish up putting it on there. I think this YouTube version was more detailed than my Tickety Talk version was, but yeah, so let's just throw them on and you'll see it before and after, hopefully. All right, and I'm not going to get upset about it because everything else in my life is so upsetting that I don't need to get upset about this. This right here is the original washer, and then you can see that I don't quite have exactly what I need. This is a little bit smaller, but I think this will honestly just work anyway. Well, we're gonna find out. I don't have any drill bits. She took all those, so I'm using this little setup to try to just create friction and make this hole a little bit bigger, hopefully. We'll see. Probably not gonna work, but we'll give it a go. Wardrobe change, and I'm switching strategy. I just had to go get some drill bits. I'm gonna try to drill it. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work all that well.
Sure. And things do cost. You know, I mean, there's the higher standard of living, and things do cost more. But I think you can get a better return on your real estate when you sell it, and just things like that too. Yeah. So that's what.
Hell yeah. All right, so what I find with these is that like they start to kind of come up a little bit. This one's been in for a couple days, and what I think happens is like I think maybe the rubber block just kind of like settles and just needs to be like a little bit retightened. But overall, it's not. Pretty happy with the product after I did an extensive amount of modifications to make it work. But yeah, we'll give you guys a little before and after photo, and that's gonna wrap up. That's gonna wrap up my first truck mod video. Hopefully, we have more to come on my way to making the Santa Cruz a Santa Cool Cruise. Oh my god, I hate my life.